Hey, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here and welcome. My name is Danielle. Today's pick a card reading I'm super excited for. It is viewer requested and we're going to take a look at what your dreams are telling you. So today's reading is also a collaboration with Otter Spirits, and for this reading I chose to feature our selenite bracelets. So if you're not familiar with selenite, let me tell you a little bit about selenite. So selenite is a high vibrational stone, and it is named after the Greek goddess of the moon, Selene. Selenite enables you to access the angelic realms. It's great for energy healing, shadow work, meditation, and it is connected to the intuition. It amplifies the energy of other stones, so it's great for, cleansing other stones as well, and it does cleanse and protect your space. It's a great stone to have in your house for protection, or even just on you for protection. So if you are interested in purchasing your own selenite bracelets, as the one featured here with the cute little otter charm, I do recommend using the link in my description box, or it'll be in the comment section with the timestamps. And make sure you use my discount code Divine Healing Path 20 so you can get 20% off your order. And a bonus for purchasing the bracelet is $1 gets donated to protecting the wild sea otters. So it does go towards a great cause as well. So yeah, I do have oracle cards already pre-shuffled and selected to go with our tarot. So let me tell you a little bit about your decks and your crystals today. Okay, so for group one, you have the Ascension Tarot with this opalite. Group two, you have the Moonchild Tarot with the chrysocolla. And group three, you have the Star Child Tarot with this little sunstone. It kind of reminds me of a jelly belly. I don't know if it's like toasted marshmallow jelly belly, but that is not a jelly belly, jelly bean. It's a stone. It's just really tiny. All right, so timestamps are listed in the middle of the description box as well as pinned in the comment section. And I'll see you lovelies at your reading. Hey, group one, you chose the Ascension Tarot with the opalite stone. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's place your little stone here. I think I'm going to start with the tarot first. Okay. I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but I do highly recommend that you follow your inner guidance and listen to your intuition during the readings. I do recommend that for all readings, to be honest, but since dreams are very personal and also, they connect with your subconscious or the angelic realms, the 4D spirit guides, ancestors, whatever, certain things what they may mean to you or me may mean something completely different to other people. So we are going to keep it general. So we're not going to get like super specific dreams. Although the sense of resonating for someone that's like very specific, that would be quite amazing. Okay, so for group one, what are their dreams telling them? Okay, I'm not taking reversals. We have the Six of Crystals. We have Transcendence here. This is the World. With the Eight of Crystals. So the little image in the laptop here, that is the magician image from this deck. So I'm getting like magician. Also, it's tied to Mercury, which is like networking, communication. We have the Four of Cups. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to stay hydrated. Still have a little bit of a tickle in my throat getting over a cold, so. All right. Okay, so group one. So far I'm seeing that your dreams are telling you that you are working really hard on something. There's a specific goal that you are working hard to achieve. For some of you, it actually is literally within your job, in your career, you know, trying to advance, trying to level up. But I see that you're frustrated here with the Four of Cups. Like, it feels like it's the thing that you're working towards. It feels like it's it kind of feels like it's within reach, but like, when is it coming? You may have even received signs that, you know, in the physical, that your whatever it is that you're working towards, or we'll say whatever you're trying to manifest, is on its way. However, there's this energy here with the Four of Cups that at times, like, you feel defeated, you feel like giving up or throwing in the towel, because it feels like you're working hard, but you're not seeing the proof, you're not seeing the evidence quite yet here. But your dreams, your subconscious here, or your higher self, is telling you not to give up quite yet. Because we do see you reaching a turning point. You are about to complete a cycle. And I feel like there's specific people in your dream that are part of this collaboration, part of this goal that you're trying to reach. I'm getting this energy of, you know, having dreams that feel great, but then when you wake up, you kind of feel like unhappy or dissatisfied because it feels like the dream is so amazing. It feels so real. But then when it comes to waking life, it's like, okay, where is it? I don't see it. But, you know, it's over here. It's within reach. I feel like there's also a message that there's times where you tend to throw in the towel or give up too soon before it can come to fruition. What's transcendence here? Three of Crystals. Yeah, other people are involved. The people in your dream, you know, if you're having specific people show up in your dream, they are part of this journey. They're here to help and support you. They're part of your like spiritual team. And we have strong earth energy coming through here. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do see that these people are here to help you learn and grow in the physical world, like learn your lessons and advance, and not just they're not just here to connect with you in the dream state, you know, through the subconscious. I feel like your dreams are telling you that there's, you know, very supportive people that are here that have your back, that are trying to push you and help you reach your goal, to master your skills, to tap into your true potential. It's like you don't see your true potential, and I feel like these people are here to help you see your true potential. And how many times can you say true potential in this reading? Okay, what else? We're the King of Wands. The Emperor, Aries, King of Swords, strong male energy, masculine energy coming through. And then we have perspective. Okay, so I feel like there's a masculine energy coming through. Now, it doesn't have to be necessarily like a man. It could be a woman that's really tapped into the masculine energy. The masculine energy is all about, you know, action oriented. Okay, I see that there's a different perspective that you're being called to look at your situation. This may even be a boss, like someone in charge, a boss or a supervisor that you're not happy with, or some like a masculine figure that, you know, kind of takes the lead, takes control. You're being asked to see this from a different perspective. I feel like what that means is to really take some time to meditate. And, you know, if you have a dream journal, I do recommend writing down your dreams if that is possible for you. Now, if that's not possible, there may be a message here for you to reflect on. They kind of feel like a mentor, like they're meant to be a mentor here. They're meant to, like, I feel like they're here to provide clarity. And, you know, you're meant to learn some wisdom through this person. Like, they're here to share their wisdom with you. Wise perspective here. Oh. We have ascension, judgment. Okay, so I do see that there is, like, your subconscious is trying to really give you a message that has to do with a breakthrough with what you're working towards. And it involves the people in your life. People that are regularly in your life that are helping you. I also feel like I said, there's a significant masculine energy coming through that's, you know, they're there to, like I said, impart their wisdom on you. And I see, like I said, I see you guys getting frustrated. Maybe trying too hard to find the answers, where you're meant to, you know, just relax. What else? Okay, yeah, there's a decision you guys need to make. Not sure what to do here. We have the Strength card. The Maze. I'm getting impatience coming through. Like I said, I feel like you may be fine in the dreams, but in your waking life, I feel like you're impatient, you know, needing to make a decision. And we have the Hermit. We have Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius. Yeah, it feels like you're stuck in a maze, you're stuck in a loop, trying to figure out what is going on, what's the right move for you, like what to do next. I feel like there's this nervousness about making a change, making a decision in life that has to do with your future and where this is taking you. Why is the Two of Swords here? Six of Cups. We have past energy. This may have to do with releasing the past. Or someone from your past, someone from your childhood has significant influence in your life. This could also be a loved one coming through. A loved one that's passed on that you may be dreaming of. Maybe a grandfather, uncle, father figure, brother. Page of Swords. Okay, this is saying you don't have to have everything figured out just yet. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to make a plan of action. Yeah, because I'm getting like not completely happy with where things are at right now and feeling discouraged. Or like feeling stuck, feeling like you have this roadblock, or like you're feeling like you're not living your purpose. Or you feel like you haven't reached your true potential. But again, like the people around you, there's people coming through that are actually here, are part of your spiritual team who are here to help guide you and here to help see you get to this place. I also feel like there is like a strong masculine energy, like I said, coming through with a message, with wisdom. And you're here to learn. You're here to be the student and listen to what this masculine energy has to say, what they're saying. And it may take you looking at what they're saying from a different perspective. You know, keeping an open mind. Because you may be too closed off right now. Okay, so let's take a look at our oracle cards. Okay, so we have compassion. We have community, number 8. Look at that, indecision. And we have that girl at that crossroads. Yeah, okay. So you guys are dreaming. There's a decision you need to make, and it's, you know, coming through with your dreams. Yeah, we have impasse. Okay. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. And clear the fogginess. Okay. Okay, guys. If you're resonating with this, if this feels like it's your message, I feel like you're thinking, honestly, you're thinking too much. You're stressing yourself out. And I feel like with the overthinking and the overanalyzing, I feel like you're missing the message that is coming through. So, you know, have some compassion for yourself. And again, like the people around you, you do have a support system that is here to guide you on your way, that is here to help you. This may also connect to an online community. If you're someone that, you know, doesn't really connect with people in the physical, maybe you're, you know, a little bit of a hermit and, you know, you're not very sociable. This could talk about online community. So, and there may be an online community that's there to help guide you. But, oh, I'm also getting the message that you may be taking on too much information through the online community as well. And it's affecting your ability to make a decision here. Because, you know, over consuming a lot of, you know, information or content, and this doesn't have to do with, you know, just like, for example, YouTube or TikTok or whatever social media outlet there is. But, you know, this could also be with books as well. So I feel like this is saying like, hey, you're reaching too much. I feel like you're getting too much information. And this is saying, it's time to simplify things. Well, yes, people are here to guide you. I feel like right now you're doing too much, and it's causing a lot of confusion here. It's time to take a step back and really sit with yourself. Because what this feels like is it feels stressful. And I feel like this is where there's this point where it's like you feel stuck, like things aren't moving forward and you're ready to give up. But I feel like it's because like you're trying too much, trying to figure out what other people do to get to where you want to be, or if you're working towards a similar goal. I think it's just asking too much of that, where it's like it's meant to be also your journey. And remember that each journey is unique. You may not get to where you're meant to be the exact same way that somebody else got there. So it's time to have a little compassion for yourself and allow yourself to learn along the way. Allow yourself to, pick up whatever information along the way, but, don't overdo it. Because that could, as much as there's like great information out there, there's a lot of wisdom from a lot of people, or, philosophers or teachers, or even just, people around you within your community or your circle. This is saying, even asking too many people for advice may be what's causing a lot of confusion here. So this is really a time for you to get back to basics, get back to yourself. And again, strong masculine energy coming through, wanting to share a specific message for you. So like I said, if you can, write down what the dream is. And I find that dreams, like I said, are very personal to the person, having the experience. So, I mean, there are dream dictionaries, but again, I feel like I said, dreams are personal. So you could ask, well, what does it mean if this happens in a dream? And, I could tell you one thing. Like if you were to ask it in the comments, I could tell you one thing, but 12 other people could tell you something different. So it really has to do with trusting your intuition and, not overthinking it, because overthinking does cause overcomplicating things. All right. So we're going to do the astrology dice. Okay, so we have Libra. We have 6th house Libra. Or sorry, Virgo. Just kidding. We have Pisces and we have 5th house Leo. I do want to go back and clarify this indecision. What does this decision have to do with? We see it has to do with your future, your happiness. Ooh, the Devil. Okay, so fears are getting in the way. Fears, limiting belief, toxic or, unhealthy patterns. The Lovers. Okay, so this is like the light and then the shadow of the Lovers. So this may have to do with a romantic interest or someone specific in your life. I also feel like this may have to do with you, because the Lovers card could also be like, could represent you and, strengthening the relationship with self. So some of you may actually be deciding between two people. And you may be, you know, like I said, over consuming or just asking a lot of people for their advice, and you're getting, you know, maybe some similar advice, but a lot of, you know, conflicting advice. This is saying, okay, it's time to take a break because you're taking on too much. You're taking too much information. It's like an overload. All right, so this concludes your reading, Group 1. Thank you so much for watching. I am wishing you guys all the best, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, Group 2, you chose the Moonchild Tarot with the Chrysocolla. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's place it there. Now, I may, like, get choked up or, you know, pause a little bit. I am recovering from a cold, and I'm in that annoying stage where it's like, you know, that persistent cough. It's like a burning in the throat, so I do have water nearby, so bear with me. Okay, so what are your dreams telling you? What are they trying to tell you? What messages are coming through for your dreams? We have strength. Whoop. 8 of Swords. Okay. Some of you may be having a nightmare. Nightmares, like bad dreams. But I see you guys like fighting. May even be having some dreams that you're fighting off some monsters, or dare I say, you know, negative beings, or the D word, demons. This may be like your inner demons. I know that's like heavy topic here, but you know, it happens. 2 of Wands. Okay, what's with the, okay, I don't know if this is a theme, but we have you know, so far decision making, which I guess that makes sense. You know, what are the dreams trying to tell you? So King of Cups. Ooh, a decision to do with this King of Cups energy here. Maybe too scared to make a decision, or fears of your own feelings. Let's see, why is the 8 of Swords coming through? Maybe fighting your feelings for somebody. 2 of Swords, yeah, a decision. You're scared to make a decision regarding someone in your life. So, with all this darkness, I feel like you may be having some heavier dreams, some, or, you know, recurring dreams, recurring nightmares, maybe even night terrors for some of you. Okay, what are their dreams trying to tell? Group 2. Oh, you're, okay, so the truth. So with dreams, this is your, well, there's many different theories, but your dreams, it is your subconscious communicating to you. And the subconscious mind is like working 24/7. It's just that a lot of the times we don't really notice it, especially during our waking hours, because our conscious mind is always on the go, right? So once we're asleep, the conscious mind, you know, the ego kind of, it goes to sleep, and the subconscious mind is wide open, which is where the dreams are. It is also your connection to the 4D or even 5D. It's your connection to higher consciousness, to source, to, you know, your higher self, even your angels, ancestors, you know, loved ones. There's a truth that you're needing to face that you're too scared to face here. Oh, the Tower. Yeah, this is nightmares. Or very uncomfortable dreams. Which I guess would be, I guess nightmares could be different. Like, you may not be waking up during these dreams, but they're not comfortable. And I feel like if you're waking up feeling uneasy. You may even be restless, like you're not getting a good night's sleep here. Yeah, this has to do with King of Cups energy. I want to go back and clarify King of Cups. Clarify King of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Okay, this is a romantic interest, a love interest. Why is Justice here? Eight of Wands. Has to do with communication. Moving this forward. You may not be sure of whether or not to move this connection forward, whether or not to continue with this person, or invest any further into this connection. Why is the Two of Wands here? Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're trying to decide whether or not to pursue this or walk away. But I feel like there's a reason here. There's a reason why you're having these dreams. I feel like you're seeing red flags, but you may be ignoring them. Queen of Pentacles. Divine Wisdom. Okay, this is a bonus card in this deck. Okay, yeah, your higher self is coming through here trying to give you a message. Of whether or not you should nurture this connection. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The Magician. This is saying deep down you know what to do. Why is the Tower here? Six of Swords. Okay, there's a transition period. Like I said, it's whether or not to walk away, whether or not to continue with this person. You may also be scared to let someone in. Scared of getting hurt again. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not sure whether or not to invest or move on. Why is Divine Wisdom here? Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is someone who doesn't put up with crap. She sets boundaries. She doesn't take... I was going to say, you know, no means no. So I feel here you are being asked to be cautious. to pay attention to the signs, to pay attention to how you are actually feeling around this person, because your feelings are an indication. Now, mind you, there's a lot to go off of regarding that, depending on your situation and your previous life experiences, especially when it comes to romantic partners. Like, you may, I mean, somebody here may be getting red flags because maybe this is not a good idea to pursue. Some of you may be getting the message that, you know, it may be safe for you to pursue your feelings with this person, but maybe you have a history of unhealthy, possibly dangerous situations regarding love, past relationships. So that may be why you're cautious. I mean, it really depends on your situation there, right? So I honestly, obviously can't speak for everyone. So very different situations. Some of you are too scared. You may be fighting your feelings because of fear, because you've been hurt in the past. Others of you, I feel like you may already be receiving some red flags with this person and something feels off with them. Even though you do have, you know, an interest and they may be a love interest, but this is saying, you know, your higher self is coming through trying to give you a warning. So this is saying, you know, pay attention to the warnings in your dreams. And as well, pay attention to like the warning signs in the 3Ds. So the Queen of Swords, she's also, you know, very analytical. She's logical and rational. Now, the intuition is great, you know, trusting your intuition is great, but, you know, there's also, I will say this, you know, there's a lot of talk about, you know, dissolving the ego, you know, fighting the ego. The ego's bad. Yeah, you know what? The ego stores memory. The ego keeps track of things. The ego is there to protect. It was formed at an early age, and it's there to protect you. And it does recognize patterns. It recognizes experiences. Now, sometimes we stay in our comfort zone because the ego wants to keep us there. It wants to keep us safe. And sometimes, you know, we need to break out of those comfort zones. But also, the ego will notice warning signs as well. So what this is saying is, don't discount your logical mind as well. You know, it's okay to think from both, to look at this from both a logical perspective and a rational perspective, as well as, you know, an intuitive perspective as well. This is saying, yes, trust your intuition, but also don't be afraid to set boundaries and take action when needed in the 3D, in the physical. Okay, what else? Ace of Wands. We have the Moonchild. She is also a bonus card in this deck. We have the High Priestess. Okay, so strong intuition coming through. And we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, it's time to, you know, reflect on your situation. I also want to say with the Queen of Swords, she also doesn't get emotionally attached. So this is saying, okay, it's not the time to necessarily make a decision here based off of your emotions. And that goes either way. That goes, you know, out of fear or wanting to dive all in because you have lovey-dovey feelings. This is saying it's going to take both approaches, using your logical mind and detaching emotionally from the situation, as well as, following your inner guidance, trusting. I feel like some of you are very psychic or intuitive or empathic. Maybe you're healers or readers yourselves. This is saying, trust your abilities here, but also don't discard, your logical, rational mind. Because we do have to operate in the 3D. So don't be afraid to set boundaries. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, speak with truth. Because I feel like, you're not seeing the truth here. There's something you're missing. And I feel like part of you doesn't even want to see it. So it's time to get to meditating. Okay, so for oracle cards, we have separation. We have clean up your mess. Clean up your mess. Mother has spoken. We have here and now. 32. We have 39, fifth chakra. Okay, so the throat chakra is all about, obviously communication, but it also has to do with speaking with truth, honoring your truth, and making choices. We have victim. Okay. So there's a mess of things going on. Separation. You may be in a separation with this person, this romantic interest. What is going on? Okay. So this green border, this is the heart chakra. Oh, wow. Okay. Just threw a bunch of cards. Clarify separation. You may feel disconnected from yourself. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you may be wanting to take action here. Clean up your mess. Okay, this is a sticky situation. A messy situation here. Honestly, group 2, I'm getting red flags. Now, I don't, like I said, this may have to do with your own fears of being hurt again, because this is tied to the heart chakra. Unless this is someone who hurt you before and they're trying to come back in. And you know me, I'm all about, I talk about manifesting, occasionally manifesting SPs. And I know that's a popular topic. Maybe this is an SP you're trying to manifest back or whatever. And, it really is none of my business. It really is nobody's business but your own. However, I will say this. If this is someone who has harmed you in any way, who has put you in danger, who has hurt you, to put it bluntly, I would say it may be time to set some boundaries, maybe say no. Choose better for yourself, because you deserve better. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. And I know there's a lot of um, advice, we'll say, in the manifestation community about, and even I see it to some degree, and I've shared this as well, where it's like, there's different versions of all of us. There's different versions of people. However, to be completely blunt, I would never recommend that if someone has dealt with a horrible, dangerous situation or person, I would never recommend that they try to manifest them back or even manifest a different version. But again, it's really none of my business. But this thing, if you're resonating with this, you're having nightmares because maybe somebody here is coming back into your life, or someone has shown back up in your life after a period of separation, or maybe you feel disconnected from yourself because of this person. I feel like it may be time to I don't know if you guys can hear the trumpet blaring down there. That maybe that's a sign. Is it like trumpets? Doesn't that have to do with the angelic realm? Yeah, maybe time to distance yourself, get out of this messy situation, get out of this situation before it gets worse. Because what matters most is your well-being, your happiness. And you know what? It's fine. That could be a complete limiting belief of mine. That's fine. I don't care. But at the end of the day, all that matters is everyone's safety. And yeah. Okay. What's with the here and now? I want to clarify that. What's the here and now? Five of Wands. Ooh, conflicted. Maybe a lot of people. Yeah, we're hearing the Spider-Man theme song. Spider-Man may be significant because my daughter's blasting the Spider-Man theme song on her trumpet down there, so... Okay, Five of Wands, the Star. Okay, so the Five of Wands can talk about inner conflicts. It can also talk about, conflicts and challenges, competition with other people. So yeah, this is saying, it's time for healing. It's time for better for yourself. It's time for you to live your best life. The Star can talk about wish fulfillment as well. I feel like if you're resonating, and again, I do strongly suggest, obviously, following your inner guidance here, because your inner guidance, you know best. If you're resonating, great, but you deserve better. You deserve happiness, and yes, you have a choice to make. So this is either gonna go... You may continue a cycle here. Or you choose differently for yourself. But this is saying at the end of the day, you know the truth. And there's a reason why you're having nightmares. So nightmares is your subconscious's way of really trying to get your attention. It's like basically like your subconscious may be throwing signs at you. Maybe your higher self or your spirit guides are throwing signs at you throughout the day, throughout your waking, your conscious hours, and you may be missing the signs. The reason for nightmares is it's because your subconscious mind is screaming at you, trying to really get a message across and really trying to get your attention. So and what I'm picking up on here is this is not just dreams. This is nightmares or very uncomfortable dreams. You may not be waking up, with night terrors or, all sweaty or anything or screaming, scared. But I feel like you may know in your dream that you're having a nightmare and it feels very uncomfortable. And this has to do with this person. It has to do with separation. Either, you're disconnected from yourself because of this situation involving this person. And, you're distancing even further from yourself because of this person. Like it feels like you're losing yourself. Or, you were in separation with this person and maybe they want to get back together. And it may be your subconscious way of saying, hey, this is not a good idea because remember what happened last time. But again, like I said, the ego also recognizes patterns and it's there to protect you. So I would recommend here that you sit with this and you really listen to your inner guidance, your intuition, as well as look at this logically and rationally. Use both, utilize both logic and your inner guidance. But this is saying, don't make your decision when you're in a very heightened emotional state. I feel like you're here to make this decision in a very calm manner involving this person. But there's a lot of challenges and conflicts surrounding this. All right, so I want to see victim before we get our little astrology dice. Why is victim here? Three of Cups. Okay, you may have been hurt. Like this could also be a friend as well. Hurt, cheated on, betrayed. Four of Pentacles. So someone was very selfish. I feel like you're also trying to protect your heart, not allowing people in. So like I said, we have two different situations going on here. Some of you are just, a little scared to open up your heart and allow people in. Others of you, I feel like it's, you've been hurt and there's red flags that you're not seeing that maybe you don't want to see. But like I said, if anyone is mistreating you and really treating you horribly, in my opinion, it may be time to say goodbye because no one deserves that. No one deserves to be treated like complete garbage, and especially if it's a dangerous situation. If it's a dangerous situation with this person, get the heck out. And I would say don't look back. Because your healing, your happiness is what's most important. But hopefully no one's in that situation. I'm just saying that, just in case. Because who knows? We have so many viewers, right? We don't know. Could be coming here from all different walks of life. So. Okay, so for our Zodiac signs, we have Leo. We have Aries with the first house. We have the 9th house, Sagittarius, and we have Cancer. All right, so this concludes your reading, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you guys all the best, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3, you chose the Star Child Tarot with this cute little sunstone. Welcome to your reading. Just to warn you, my daughter is practicing her trumpet for bands, so we may hear some music. So, all right. Also, hopefully my voice doesn't get too scratchy. I'm overcoming a cold, and I'm in that annoying, you know, the end state where it's like that a stupid annoying cough. So, okay. Anyways, what are your dreams trying to tell you? What are your dreams trying to tell you? King of Wands. Ooh, we have leadership. Taking action. Main character. Main character energy here. Two of Cups. Maybe having dreams of romantic dreams or friendships. With the Six of Cups, someone from your past. I'm also getting you may be having recurring dreams, like the same dream over and over again. You've had this dream before. Maybe dreaming of being like your child's self, your younger self. Two of Wands. Getting astral travel. Maybe astral traveling as well in your dream. Okay, so what does your dream mean? Okay, so what's the Two of Wands here? This talks about decisions. You need to make a decision. You've made a decision. Five of Crystals. Well, we see here, like, okay. It's like going out into the unknown here, out into like the ethereal, the realm. So, yeah, you may be astral traveling. Interesting. That's what I'm getting. I wouldn't normally get that, but it's specific to someone here. Astral traveling, visiting people from your past. Yeah, maybe dreaming of your child's self. I feel like your inner child is having a message for you here, and I want to see what the Two of Cups is about. What is the Two of Cups about? Queen of Cups. They have to do with a beautiful, soft, feminine energy coming through. Could also have to do, you know, maybe a best friend you're dreaming about, a maternal figure, maybe mother, grandmother, maybe coming through, because I'm seeing rainbow, so they may have, you know, crossed that rainbow bridge. You know, someone you were very close to is coming through here. Someone from your past or childhood. You're astral traveling and seeing. Oh, you guys are having the good reading. I love this so far. So I feel like you have a visitor. A visitor coming into your dreams to say hey. Well, they're not just here to say hey, but let's see what else. What's your dream telling you? Oh, they're here to bring clarity. Here to give you, maybe you, yeah, they're here for a message. It may just be, you know, to come here to this reading. Oh, I really hope this is resonating with someone. I feel like this is a sweet pile. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is someone you're missing. You may not have had a chance to give a message to them, or they may not have had a chance to give you a message. Hold on, I need to tell my child to silence. All right, so she may be a little quieter. She called me a bum head, so all right. Five of Cups. Yeah, there's regrets here. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like you have someone significant coming through your dreams. And you can astral travel with, you know, loved ones who are still still with us, but for some of you, they may have crossed that rainbow bridge, and you may be, you know, reminiscing and thinking fondly of them and missing them. I feel like there are regrets, like there's sadness, wishing that you could see them again, or maybe wishing that you have said certain things to them, saying, oh, now I'm losing my words here. You know what I'm trying to say here. Things that are left unsaid. Page of Wands. Yeah, they're trying to give you a message. That they hear you. That you're not alone here. 5 of Crystals. You're not alone. This is the message that they want to bring you. You are not alone. Why is the Ace of Swords here? This person's with you. 7 of Wands. With the 5 of Swords. Getting conflicts, defensiveness. There may be regrets of an argument. What's the Page of Wands here? 5 of Wands. Okay, we have conflicts. All right, so I'm getting that there's conflicts with other people. The truth will be revealed, but I also feel that in regards to this person, like if you're feeling conflicted, going over, you know, things that you could have said, things that you haven't said, and you wish, or things that you wish you could have said to this person. Maybe you're conflicted here. This is saying, you know, they hear you. You're not alone. Because I'm feeling, you know, we have this beautiful, it is a beautiful reading. I know we do have like 5s here, which is heavier. It does talk about changes. But it is, like, this person is coming through saying you are not alone. They're with you. They hear you. So if you are feeling alone, I also feel like this could be a guardian angel coming through your reading to help you through conflicts, for you to call on them and ask for guidance, ask for help. Your loved one may be one of your guardian angels. Okay, what else? What are their dreams telling group 3? We have the Sun. The Knight of Swords. I feel like this is the first time I've pulled this card from this deck, or it's been a long time. Perspective with the Hanged Man. Yeah, look, we have another portal. It's like this girl wants to jump through this portal. We have a portal. Okay, so you connect with this person quite regularly, especially if you're an astral traveler. Yeah, this is, if you're wondering, like, when you wake up, was it a dream? Obviously, yes, you were dreaming. But yes, you can connect with loved ones, you know, through consciousness. Energy never dies. So while someone may not be physically with you right now, their energy is always there, and you can connect with it at any time. You can also connect with your past self as well, with your childhood self. Because, you know, all the past, present, future is all happening now. So you can astral travel to, you know, any time. Queen of Wands. I feel like there's a message. Somebody has a message here that they're proud of you. They're proud of who you've become. You're this beautiful, radiant being. You know, this ball of sunshine. And we do have the sunstone here. You know, this beautiful, positive energy. Yes, we have the Queen, which is, you know, feminine energy. But the sun and the King of Wands, masculine energy. This is, you know, very action-oriented. I feel like this person is here to give you a message that you are destined for great things. And sorry, I'm just laughing at my child. And yeah, they're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You know, don't stress too much about, you know, the past with arguments and fights. Especially if you're having regrets over something you said. They know. They know that you're sorry, and they know that you have regrets, and they hear you, and, you know, you're loved. All right, so let's get your oracle cards. We have spiritual journey, anxiety, take no offense. We have orphaned. Yeah, you may have lost a parent. Or maybe just feeling like alone, like you're alone right now. We have perception. This is the heart chakra. Okay, yeah. This is saying you're never alone. They're always with you. They're in your heart. With the take no offense here, I feel like they're saying they're not mad at you. If you're worried that you've disappointed this person coming through, the answer is no. You know, or if you're worried that this person would be proud of you, feel like the answer is yes. With spiritual journey, I feel like you have some gifts. You clearly have, if you're resonating with this, you clearly have some gifts where, like, you're a seasoned astral traveler. You have, you know, many out-of-body experiences. I'm also getting, for some of you, you may have spoken about your gifts before. Maybe somebody shot them down, or you felt isolated, or, you know, worried about how you were going to be perceived by other people for your gifts, for your abilities. Here with the take no offense is saying, you know, don't take it to heart, you know, other people that don't understand, because that may be very well what it is. Maybe they don't understand, or maybe they don't believe, and that's okay, because not everyone has to share your perspective, right? And you will find similar people along your journey. You will connect with like-minded souls along your journey as well. And it's okay if you're not for everyone. Because this is saying, you know, don't get discouraged if, you know, people misunderstand you. They can only see you based off of their perception as well. From their perception. So if you are wondering, if you're good enough, this is saying yes, absolutely. The spirit coming through here is saying you are more than enough. You're destined for amazing things. Don't discard your gifts, your spiritual gifts, because other people don't understand them, or other people don't believe them, or think they're like just hocus pocus or whatever. That's it's fine if they do. Just leave them be. Those people are not for you. But let's go even further. Clarify, take no offense. The Star. Yeah, this is healing, having faith. I see you guys getting to a good place where you're able to handle like criticism better, or, feeling more comfortable with people not understanding you. I feel like you get to a place where, you don't give a crap about what other people say or think, because I see that you get to a place where you feel confident in yourself because you're not alone, because you're not. And I feel like this is saying you connect with not only this significant soul coming through this reading, but you connect with other spiritual beings, and you have a whole support system in the spiritual realm here coming through. I feel like some of you are strongly feeling misunderstood here, and it does cause some worry and anxiety, and that is okay too. It's okay to feel the anxiety and the stress. It can be part of the journey, especially if this is new for you. Maybe you're new to these gifts and you don't fully understand them. But yes, just keep in mind, like if you're a healer and you have, psychic abilities, spiritual gifts of your own, just know that, there's going to be naysayers out there. There's going to be people that don't believe. It's okay. Those aren't your people. But yes, this person coming through is saying that they're very proud of you. They say hello. This is someone that you connect with, I feel like, on a regular basis in your dreams. They're here when you feel sad and alone, when you feel discouraged. They're here to help you along your way. And again, with the Ace of Swords, this is saying the truth. And clarity, this is saying like you have strong psychic abilities. So your dreams are telling you that you're psychic. You have significant gifts, but at times you doubt them because of other people. So this is saying, don't get discouraged by your gifts, by your abilities. Don't play small. Because you are coming through from the very beginning of this reading as the main character. So be the main character. Be proud of yourself. And, if other people are offended by it, that's their problem. Then they can go do the work and heal themselves. As long as you're, not being a jerk about it, obviously, but you can be proud of your gifts and also still be a kind person. It's always good to be a kind person. But yeah, so if people are uncomfortable, that's their problem. Be proud of yourself, because this being coming through, the soul, the spirit coming through, this loved one is saying that they're proud of you, and you should be proud of you too, because you know the truth. And those of you that are resonating with the message where you're feeling alone, you feel like you miss this person and there's things that you wish you could have said, maybe regrets you have, they know. You're not alone. They know. They're proud of you. They understand. So you can, breathe. They love you. We have a very loving message coming through. Okay, so for our signs here, we have Taurus, first house Aries, fourth house Cancer, and we have Libra. All right, so this concludes your reading group 3. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys all the best, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.